We will call to order the special board meeting for the Board of Election Commissioners for the City of Chicago. Good morning. My name is Marisol Hernandez. I'm the chairwoman. Seated to my right is Commissioner William Cressy, and to my left is Commissioner Jonathan Swain. Next item on the agenda is consideration of the agenda. Are there any changes or edits? If not, we will proceed with the approval of the regular board meeting minutes of September 27, 2016. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Minutes are approved. Next is the Executive Director's report. Mr. Goff.
Thank you, Madam Chairwoman. Just to let the board members know that all the permits and everything's been signed off on Walgreens, so we'll be ready to go open up on October 10th. We have, in fact, Dean walked the permits over to the Commissioner's office and he stamped them right there, so we're in good shape. I want the board members to be aware of that. The other item is that on Wednesday, October 26th, I want the board members to be aware that the state board's having their meeting that they normally have prior to the election, but this is the first time that they will be having the FBI join their meeting, so I will give the board members a full report on that. And what I have for the board members right now is the election day registration case. I'd like to ask the board permission that we could file some type of brief in this.
Is that, Mr. Scanlon, is that something that should be addressed in executive session?
Yes, I believe so, Madam Chairwoman. That can be discussed in executive session in the category of pending or imminent litigation.
That's even better.
Okay.
Thank you. Just to let you know, all the staff is working diligently. We're doing an average of 500 absentees, early votes a day downstairs, so everything's moving well. Gary, all the ballots have been delivered to the warehouse and to 3X Data that will be doing our mailing, so hopefully
All
we'll
the
see.
ballots have been delivered.
So,
Estimates are starting today down here, the balance tomorrow.
so we're in good shape.
Thank you. Mr. Allen, our communications director.
Quickly, the email activity has picked up significantly. So, the board's general email is coming in from a combination of military overseas voters, voters with registration issues, and judges of election coordinators. We're proceeding with the mass mailing that will still hopefully get out on October 20th, 4 days before the big opening of all 51 early voting sites. Other than that, we're making preparations for a lot of what-if scenarios in terms of public information for the ruling regarding election day registration.
Okay. Thank you. Next on the agenda, under old business, is infrastructure projects and changes in election administration. I don't think we have any of those right now.
No, ma'am.
Electronic poll books.
Everything's going well with that.
Okay, thank you. Other voting equipment? Nothing right now. Legislation, Mr. Scanlon.
Nothing to report, Madam Chairwoman.
Okay. Under new business, there is a contract or an agreement for the I Voted Tyvek wristbands. And these are the wristbands that we discussed at the last meeting. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And after much negotiation, we have reached an agreement with Minuteman Press in Chicago to supply the 1.5 million wristbands for 1.9 cents each, or $28,500. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. Is there any, are there any questions concerning this?
Yeah, how will these be distributed to the polling places? Will they be put in?
They're coming to us bagged in 500. So there's going to be one bag of 500 along with other equipment that goes out in the election supply carrier.
Could I make a comment on that? They'll be in the supply case. They'll also have the paper receipt also, so people can decide if they want the wristband or the paper receipt.
Okay.
And we'll have them in time for early voting?
We already
We
have.
already have.
We already have 50,000 of them. They're gonna make delivery to 1.5 million on Wednesday night.
Very good.
Okay. If there are no further questions, is there a motion to approve the agreement with Minuteman Press in Chicago for the total amount of $28,500?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, motion passes. Next on the agenda is the election day registration litigation. Is that something that should be in,
Well, let me just, I think we want to reserve further discussion in executive session, but just briefly, the court, United States District Court did enter an injunction on the 27th prohibiting all jurisdictions in the state of Illinois from conducting election day registration in precinct polling place locations. The district court denied a motion to stay the injunction pending appeal. The Attorney General has filed an appeal with the Seventh Circuit U.S. Court of Appeals and also filed a motion to stay the injunction order, and that was filed late Friday on September 30th. So that's where we stand right now, and I'd like to reserve further discussion for executive session if we could.
oh, thank you. We are deferring section 6C, and the next item is the BKD report. We just received the report, and our attorney is reviewing it. We are reviewing it as well. The only question in the report is whether there is certain proprietary information and relating to trade secrets that would need to be redacted. We're not sure, we don't know, but as soon as we check into that further and find out, we propose to release the report. And we hope to do so within the next week, once we check this out, okay? Next on the agenda, if there are no other questions.
When you say release the report, will that be put on the website, or
Well, we will
made available?
We will make it available. We'll see.
Okay.
Okay.
Very good.
Legal report, Mr. Scanlon?
Other than what I just reported on as far as the election day registration litigation, I have nothing further to report at this time. However, I would like at the appropriate time to ask for a motion to recess an executive session to discuss pending and imminent litigation.
Okay. There is no financial report at this time. Next on the agenda is public comment. Is there anyone here for public comment? And I did not receive any public comment forms. Hearing none, we will I will now entertain a motion to proceed into executive session to discuss pending and imminent litigation. Yes.
May I ask one question, Mr. Scanlon? Is it necessary to add any conversation about leasing and real property like we did last time?
No, I think that that matter's been resolved.
Okay.
Is there a motion to enter into executive session for the purpose of discussing pending and imminent litigation?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, at this point, we will move into executive session and we'll return back into open session, at which time, if there is a need to make any motion, we will do that in open session, and then we will adjourn. Thank you. We're back now in open session. In executive session, the commissioners took no decision or motion, and so we are back in open session, and Is there a motion to file a motion or a petition for leave to file an amicus brief in the case of Harlan versus Schultz?
Madam Chairwoman, I would move that the board file a motion and attach to it a brief in the case of Harlan versus Schultz along the lines of that which was discussed in executive session.
Right, and that's exactly what my motion stated. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. At this time, I believe there is nothing further in open session for this meeting. So we will adjourn to our regularly scheduled meeting on Tuesday, October 11th at 9 a.m. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.